before you can ever push yourself to do something great, you have to understand the power in quitting. Now, whenever you are on track to do something phenomenal, that's when it feels like just that quitting bug is just getting ready to drag you down. But that's when you have to resist. And it's funny, when I was writing Endure, I'm writing a book, an entire book. It was 356 pages about not quitting. And halfway through this thing, I wanted to quit so bad. It's like I reached out to people to help and write some stories and tell their hardest thing they've gone through as an athlete. And it's like some people weren't getting back to me, and it just felt like a nightmare at a point. And I'm trying to write this thing, and it's one thing to write a paper, you write a 20-page paper. You can make that flow pretty easily, but when you have to make 350 pages meshed together, it's a little bit more of a challenge. And it just got harder the more I got into the book, and everything in me wanted to say, I'm done, I don't want to do this no more. But when I look back now, I'm like, man, imagine I quit. What would that have said if I was writing a book about not quitting and I quit through it? That would have said way more about me than it could ever say about anybody else. You have to be willing to engage and say, you know what, I'm not gonna quit. But you have to understand the power of it. Usually when you get that urge and you say, I want out so bad, that's when you're this close, you're right there. And you have to be willing to just push a little bit further and just keep going and say, you know what, I'm gonna deal with the inconvenience that this is bringing to my life right now. I'm gonna push through it, because after, the rewards will be great. But you have to be willing to endure.